Namaskar. Welcome to the new topic in marriage prospects, that is extramarital affair. In this video, I'm going to explain about the rules and with examples of say 5 examples, I'm going to explain the extra marriage or extramarital affair, how it is signified in the married person chart. Whether got married or not married, external relationship or multiple relationship are indicated by few houses. Not just houses, but also the planet which are all signifying those houses are also important. The person who is inclined towards such relationship, if his seventh house is connecting to the third house, because third house is normally it is talked about the communication, and also libido also talked about the third house. And in natural zodiac, third house is ruled by our Gemini, ruled by Mercury. Mercury is an important planet for such a relationship. Please understand, just with one house or one planet we cannot come to any conclusion. We should not also. Only grouping of houses and also grouping of the role of the planet, which are the planets are ruling that. Third house and fifth house, because third house to the third house is fifth house ruled by Sun in natural zodiac. That is, fifth house is relationship, love relationship and all, fifth house. And of course, third house to the fifth house is seventh house. Seventh house is in general is talking about the opposite sex and ruled by Venus. In case of male, it is ruled by Venus. In case of female, ruled by Mars. And in between, there is one house called sixth house, ruled by Virgo sign in natural zodiac, ruled by the Mercury. Virgo sign, actually, that symbol of that Virgo sign, you know, that Virgin, that is, young woman, right? Young girl, we can say that. That is actually an important house for such sexual activity, but that is for the secret sexual activity, because Venus sign is Libra, but 12th house to the 7th house is 6th house. There, that Venus is debilitated. So there, Mercury is exalted. So Virgo sign is a secret sign for the such activities. Is not 7 means it is legal. 6 means it can be a secret or illegal. So 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8th house. 8th house is, you know, that sexual organs and sex all indicated by 8th house. In natural zodiac, it is indicated by the Scorpio ruled by Mars. So 8th house. Then 9th house. Why 9th house? 9th house is third house to the 7th house. It is indicating multiplicity. More than one relationship or more than one person is involved. So that is called 9th house. And then after that, 11th house. 11th house, you know that our in general satisfaction or success, whatever, for all sort of desire of the lagna, that 11th house is an important house. And 12th house also. Such activities, 12th house, though it is not good to the lagna, but the 12th house is, we can say it is a house of bed pleasure also. So you can see many houses are connecting to the for such activities. So when you study a chart, you can see many planets will be having such grouping of houses, especially 7th sublord. In 5th sublord also can have such significations. In that, the role of Mercury, Sun, Venus, Mars, and Rahu Ketu. Because such unnatural or not unnatural, some sort of unethical or unexpected and something not as per the regular thing, Rahu will be playing role. And Saturn also can join hands with that, but importantly, Mercury and Sun and Venus, Mars, and Rahu Ketu will be playing role in such activities. If 7th Cuspal sublord is signifying such significations, along with this role of the planet, it will support for the multiple relationship. If it is happening after the marriage also, then same significations by giving planets are ruling the Dasa period. If the destiny is already signifying, that is called as extramarital affair. So whether that person's seventh house is connected to such activities that you have to check it. If it is supportive in the destiny, then if the according to the period, that also will be carried out during those periods. That we have to check in this. I mean, in this video, I will be I'm focusing on the 5 examples only on the rules, and importantly on the rules and how they are all indicated in those birth charts. One more thing also, in sometimes some extramarital affair will be there, but that native will not, it will not lead to separation. That I mean, marital life will be continuing and relationship also will be there. It means what, the seventh sublord will not strongly indicating separations also, but it will indicate relationship, but not for separation. It means it will have suppose fourth house, sixth house, 10th house significations also indicated by the seventh house. That native personal life, sorry, marital life will not be happy, and it will have the lack of affection, lack of harmony will be there. But further supported by the favorable house, it will support for the external relationship. Because of the lack of affection with the existing the first spouse, that can lead to the extramarital affair also. Sometime both will be present. So he will be happy with the present life and also happy with the external life, because his Lagna and also seventh house will be strongly supportive for the happy marital, multiple relationship, and also present marital life. So there are a lot of combinations, but by proper understanding the what you call the destiny and also running periods and grouping of houses and planets connected, you can easily identify. But please understand, only grouping of planets and grouping of houses and who is signifying all these things are important, because just looking at those houses we cannot come to a conclusion. But when I'm going to tell you in the example, you can see each planet, whatever I'm talking about, the planet Venus or Mercury or especially Mars or Rahu, when they are all connecting, what they are in the self signification itself will have those grouping, not just level wise study or group say total significations only, they are not going to signify. In the self signification itself, they will have a grouping of such houses. They will act as the strong favorable key planet, and in their supports also they will be supportive. So we will see those charts now. Example 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. 5 examples we are going to discuss in this video for the extramarital affair or relationship. The rule for the extramarital affair or relationship are, as I discussed in the beginning of the video, then just let me tell the rule again. If the seventh cuspal sublord signifies grouping of 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12 houses. In that, actually, I was also telling the role of sixth house also in natural zodiac. It is ruled by Virgo sign to also support for secret relationship. Please understand, just with the sixth house or eighth house, any individual houses are not indicating such relationship. Only grouping of houses. So important houses are these ones. So that is what I have given priority to this. In addition to that, sixth is also joining, and it is going to be more supportive for that. So grouping of these houses signified by the which planet? Mercury, Venus, Mars, Sun, Rahu especially, Saturn and Ketu also. I mean, Rahu, Ketu will be coming because, I mean, that is important. And in addition to that, Saturn also can be taken into place. I mean, but importantly, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Sun, and Rahu can be considered. It will favor for multiple relationship or extramarital affair. The role of 4, 16 houses. If the seventh sublord is signifying these, along with that 4, 16 houses, can indicate lack of affection or disharmony in the marital life. So in the marital life, they may be having such a lack of affection. Because of that, this extramarital affair will be taking more, advantage. That native will take advantage of this one because of the lack of affection in the marital life also. The role of Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Pisces signs will further add support in that. Because Gemini sign and Pisces sign, they are all dual signs. And Virgo sign, as I said, it is a sign of Kanni, that is ruled by Mercury. And Libra is ruled by, Venus, and Scorpio ruled by Mars. These are the signs are also supportive for such activities. And in the same manner, as I was telling, fifth cuspal sublord also it is signifying, it is also going to add support to this. So now let us check each example one by one. I will be focusing only on such points only, so that I will take all the 5 examples in the single video. Thank you. Let us go with the chart now. This is the birth chart of a male who got married, and he is into extramarital affair. So let us check a general study on this chart. Lagna is Sagittarius. 7th cusp is falling in the sign of Gemini. So Gemini sign is involved, and 7th Lord Mercury is posted in the 8th house, conjoined with the sun in the sign of sun itself, conjoined with the sun, that is 9th Lord. Posted in the 8th house and conjoined with the 9th Lord, and also Lagna Lord and 4th Lord. Now, that Mercury in the sign of sun, and it is also aspected by the moon. By 8th aspect, moon is 8th Lord. 8th Lord is aspecting to the 7th Lord, who is already posted in the 8th house, conjoined with the 9th Lord. And the 7th house is also occupied by the Venus. Venus is 6th Lord occupying 7th house, and also 11th Lord occupying 7th house. So 7th house is occupied by 6th Lord, 11th Lord. It is, in general, it is not good, but it is talking about 6 in combination and in the sign of Mercury. Mercury is in the 8th house, conjoined with the 9th Lord, aspected by 8th Lord. And that 7th house and occupant Venus also aspected by Saturn. Let me open, I forgot to open that North Indian chart. Just a minute, so that you can study the Rasi chart. Now let me repeat again that 7th Lord Mercury posted in the 8th house, 8th house, but as per the degree 8th house, but as per the sign it is 9th sign, but as per the Bhava it is 8th house. Conjoined with the 9th Lord, so 8th house, 9th house connected, and 8th house is occupied by Rahu. That Rahu represents moon. That moon is aspecting to the Mercury. So 8th house is signified by the Mercury, influencing Mercury. 9th house signified by Sun, that is also influencing Mercury. And Lagna Lord also is connected. And Venus is the 6th Lord, 11th Lord occupying 7th house, that too in the sign of Gemini, that is also connected, and Saturn is aspecting to it. So just with the planetary position, that too cuspal lordship and occupying house itself, we could see that 7th Lord Mercury is connected to the 7th house, 8th house, 9th house, Lagna, right? So what about the 11th house? Yes, 11 also, because 11th Lord also is 6th Lord, 11th Lord Venus. So, and 6th house also connected. And of course, that house, the planets involved are Sun is connected, Venus is connected, and Rahu also connected. So these planets are combinedly signifying these houses, indicating such possibility or such inclination for such activity. Dual sign also is strongly connected. Venus posted in the 7th house. The planet which is posted in the 7th house itself is signifying such significations. It is going to give influence on the 7th house matters further, right? So that we have to see in the extended significations. So now let us check the that significations of the planets, detailed signification. 7th sublord, 7th lord, let us check. seventh, let me open that significators. So I need not go for the colors and all these things. I have to taken the event marital life because fifth house, seventh house will be coming under A grade. That is all green color will be signified. Anyway, we need to focus only on the grouping of houses and also grouping of the planets and signs involved. Seventh Lord Mercury, that's we already discussed. Seventh Lord Mercury occupying eighth house, 4 star lord and 3-9 cuspal sublord. So seventh lord moving towards 8 and 3 and 9. They are all supportive for the multiplicity. Mercury in the star of Ketu. Let me open the birth chart also so that it will be useful. And let me open that North Indian chart also. Yes. Seventh Lord Mercury posted in the sign of Ketu. So where Ketu is posted? Ketu in the sign of Capricorn in the second house. So second house is not a problem. It is also fine only. Is nothing to do with that. And now that Ketu represents Saturn. Saturn is second lord, third lord, occupying ninth house. This is the problem. 2, 3, 9. That is a free planet, so it is significant sign lord and also in the sign of Virgo. Now we could see that the role of Virgo again is coming, and that Ketu in the star of Mars 5, 12, 10, 10, okay, but Lagna sublord. So this 2, 2, okay, but 2, 3, 9 supported by 5, 5th house also. And that Ketu is aspected by Mars by 4th aspect. So the Mars is aspecting to the Ketu. This 5th house is further supporting to the Ketu, indirectly Saturn. Now the sublord is Saturn. Sublord Saturn itself is coming, so 2, 3, 9 are connected. So that again, 2, 3, 9 signified seventh lord, 3, 9 and 2 and 2, 3, 9, again 5, 1, 2, 3, 9, and sun, ninth lord and 5, 5. So you can see the seventh house is connecting to the third house, ninth house, and fifth house strongly. And of course, eighth house also joining hands with that. And role of Mars, Ketu, and Saturn and Sun are all strongly supported. So this is supportive. The seventh lord itself is indicating some such supportive significations. Now we have to look at the seventh sublord. Let us check the seventh sublord. Seventh sublord is Venus. So Venus is posted in the sign of Mercury. Venus, you can see Venus. All houses signify, required for such activities are signified by the Venus. In the star of Jupiter, 1, 4, 8, 9. 1 and 8, 9, this is not good, and 3, 11 are supportive, but 4 and 10. It is indicating 7th sublord, also 6th sublord, 8th sublord, 11th sublord in the star of your planet. It is talking about these 4 and 10. It is indicating some sort of lack of affection for the 7th house. It is indicating 4 and 11 is 12th house to the 5 and 11. It is not supportive for the such such harmony with the 7th house. I'm talking about the first marriage, but that is again in the star of the Venus. It is favorable. Where Jupiter is present, Jupiter is conjoined with the Sun and Mercury. So Jupiter is, but directly they are not supportive for the relationship strongly because of the 4 and 10. It is conjoined with the Sun and conjoined with the Mercury. Mercury, what it signifies, we know. Mercury is the 7, 8, and 3 and 9. That itself is ruling the sublord, forming ruler link. It means what? The second level planet Lagna indicating some weakness to the 7th house, lack of affection, but further supported by the 12 level planet, further supported by the sublord Mercury 7, 3, 9. It is talking about such external relationship are supportive for the persons for his satisfaction. Okay, so that is also indicated. So 7th sublord is signifying Venus, Jupiter, and Jupiter more than Jupiter. Jupiter is not strongly supportive. It is mixed signification, but Jupiter is influenced by the Sun and Jupiter influenced by the Mercury. You can see the Sun signification. Sun is 9th lord, 8th occupant, 5 and 5. So that is also adding strength to the Jupiter and sublord Mercury. 739 significator. So that is again, it is causing such support to the relationship. So it is destiny is supportive for such a relationship. That I think we are able to find from this destiny. So seventh lord and seventh sublord, it is supportive for the signification house grouping and also signs involved, and also importantly grouping of planets also involved. Let us have a look at the periods, dasa periods. Now the native is running from 2005 October onwards. He is running the Saturn Mahadasa. So Saturn Mahadasa, prior to that Jupiter Mahadasa. Saturn Dasa is running from say his 25 years of age. So prior to that, Jupiter's end period will be running. So I mean his age, adolescent age, then he is running. Then Jupiter, you can see Jupiter in the star of Venus and sublord of Saturn, because all the planets, you can see Venus, Sun, and Mercury, and Jupiter indirectly, then Saturn and Mercury. Saturn, Mercury, Mars, and Sun and Venus. These planets are all having all the grouping of such houses. So any planet which are ruling, they are in the sign star sub of these planets and also having them in supports, because they are all connected each other. So definitely they will support for that. So Jupiter in the star of Venus and sub of Saturn favorable. And now running, importantly running Dasa Saturn. Saturn is, say 239, star of Sun and sub of Sun. And Sun star lord in the star of Ketu. You can see Sun, Saturn in the sign of Mercury itself. Mercury is our other important key planet. So Mercury is important key planet, and Sun is conjoined with the Mercury itself, and Jupiter also connected. You can see the key planets of the destiny planet is Venus. That role of Venus is not directly playing role here, but Saturn is aspecting to the Venus by 10th aspect, and Saturn, the star of star of Sun. Sun is conjoined with Mercury, Jupiter. So all the planets are all connected. So that way, this Sun in the source itself, it is strongly supportive for such things. But you can see, check the subsublord of the Saturn. Let us check subsublord of the Saturn is Saturn itself. So it is strongly supportive. That is posted in the sign of Mercury itself. It is connected to the key planet of Mercury also. And that way, it is supportive for such relationship during this running dasa also. I think you are able to understand how to find the destiny and the running periods also, whether it is supportive for that. Hope you have understood. We will study the next example in the next video. Thank you.